Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today we are reacting to another clip from Would I Lie to You, and this one is mystery guest Aubrey. So this was recommended to me by Atoll. As you guys see the list up here, well, you're getting through them, so if you see your one on the list I'm getting through to it. But yeah, I really do like the mystery guest ones because it gives you 3 different types of stories to think about rather than just one, whether it's straight up truth or lie. This time you get to analyse more people and it is a lot more fun that way. But yeah, very much looking forward to getting into this one, guys. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into the reaction. And here we go, guys.
Special guest Aubrey.
Aubrey. So we have Sara Pascoe, who was in the last video,
So, Steve,
Mack,
what
and
is
Steve
Aubrey to
Davis.
This is Aubrey. When he goes on holiday, I look after his pet snail.
Understood, loud and clear.
How do you know Aubrey?
This is Aubrey. He once followed me home for 10 miles just to return my jar of mango chutney.
That's a bit weird.
Lee.
This is Aubrey. We were once threatened with eviction after we stole and fried our housemate's socks.
Right, okay.
David, where do you want to start?
Steve, this snail, describe it.
Good question.
It's got a shell and an undercarriage.
Okay.
Welcome to Steve Davis Natural History.
What an explanation. What an explanation.
It's a common garden snail, nothing
Right.
special, and Aubrey asked me to look after it.
Where does he keep it?
Basically in an aquarium, the same as you would keep any type of snake or lizard.
So
Right.
he keeps a common, normal, regular snail.
Totally regular
The
snail.
sort of thing one might find, you know, dozens of just in the garden.
Yeah.
He keeps one of in a tank.
Yes.
Does the snail have a name?
This one's called Judd.
And what do you feed him?
Lettuce or occasionally dandelion leaves.
Okay.
As a treat.
Or you should give him Frenchman as a revenge.
Very true. Very true.
Just let's go back a minute. You specifically said this one is called Judd, which to me suggests there are others.
Yes. He's had others. The last one was Ronnie.
Ronnie before Judd.
Before Judd. And Alex.
Alex.
These are names of snooker players. These are names of snooker players. I've worked this
Now,
out.
are you picking up this theme?
Yeah.
Got this. With your snooker knowledge, I mean...
Steve, does Aubrey have other pets?
He used to keep snakes.
What does Aubrey do for a living?
He used to work in the snooker club I played in.
Yeah.
And we got to be friends over a period of time.
Yeah.
I was, to some degree, interested in snakes, no longer. And that's how we sort of got a bit of an interest.
So does he live near you?
In the Romford area.
And when he goes away, do you go to his house to feed the snail?
No, the snail comes to me.
Right, so he must need a tank.
So what does the task of looking after a snail involve?
Fresh food and
Yes, of
also
course.
keeping the soil moisture.
And do you monitor the... Would you worry if he appeared a bit sluggish?
That was good. Look at that smile. That was good. Very good.
At last, the art form has reached its peak.
Who would you like to quiz?
Okay, so we'll leave it at that for that one. Now, guys, I have got to say, this story is one of the most convincing, accurate, no giving away stories that I've heard in this show. There was no laughter from him. There was no cracking a smile at something. And I even saw him glance up at him and, like, the snooker names of the snails. This is very, very clever. And like I said, I've never seen Steve Davis in this before, so I don't know whether this is how he usually acts, but this has been incredibly told so far. So yeah, I mean, Lee, Sarah, convinced me otherwise, but so far Steve is running a very, very high... I don't know. Let's keep it going.
Tell us the story about the chutney following.
I was in a supermarket and I did all my shopping, and then when I packed it up, I didn't realise that I'd left some chutney.
You packed up all the shopping apart from a jar of chutney.
Yeah.
Mango, did you say?
Mango.
Delish. Continue.
So nice. So then I went back to my car, I got in my car, I drove away. I didn't know I'd forgotten anything. And when I turned off the dual carriageway, a car was flashing me, and I thought I'd done something wrong. And it was this man called Aubrey, and he came out of his car and had my chutney.
Is this quite a special supermarket that you had to go all the way 10 miles to get this chutney?
Oh, it's called Lidl, and it is worth the drive, my friend. I wasn't at my house,
Right.
so I wasn't in London where I live now. I was at a writers' retreat in
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Nice little
a
reference.
place called Sheldon in the Cotswolds.
So you're sitting at the wheel, he comes alongside,
Yep.
and you see him holding the chutney.
Yep.
What do?
Well, I put the window down.
OK.
And he says, "You left this at the supermarket.
Creepy.
I've been following you."
And then how did you know his name was Aubrey? Did he then go, Anne, lovely to meet you?
No, he tweeted me. He tweeted me that night.
Saying what?
How's your dinner with your chutney?
And he would
Did you
he would have
reply?
known.
No.
So,
So
hang
this
on.
is the first time you've seen your stalker since...
It's a year and a half ago. He's
Hardly
never
a
got in contact
stalker.
again. He's not a stalker.
She left some chutney and he brought it back to her. If
For
that
10
makes you a
miles.
stalker...
It is a bit
then
weird.
little
It
bit of a
is a
stalker.
bit
Just a
weird.
jar of normal mango chutney.
It's delicious, but yeah, normal.
Did you definitely leave the chutney there, or did he just pick anything off a shelf and then follow you? And he's here now?
Oh, yes, when you in the shopping, you found the jar.
Did you find more chutney?
I didn't, but now I'm scared, even though I know I didn't.
All the audience members are going, yes, he stopped me for chutney.
Now then, what about...
Okay, we'll leave it at that for that one. Now, I mean, it's a good story. It's very entertaining, but there's so much of this that is just non-logical. I mean, you wouldn't drive 10 miles to follow something, to follow someone, to give them chutney for one, even though mango chutney is very delicious, don't get me wrong. Number two, like Claudia just said, the whole contact details, yes, he tweeted her about it, but then a year and a half later, they got in contact again to come on the show. It doesn't add up to me. Steve's story is a lot more convincing. I will be shocked if it is Sarah's. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Remind us of your story.
This is Aubrey. We were once threatened with eviction after we stole and fried our housemate's socks.
Socks, yeah.
What was the name of the housemate?
Her name is Kathy.
And who caught you frying these socks?
The catching didn't happen till the next day because it was on New Year's Eve, right? And we were about to go out celebrating, and we may have been, in my more carefree days, a little bit worse for wear.
Yeah.
And so we decided it would be fun to fry these socks.
So how did you fry them?
Well, as anyone knows, you want to go for your basic, get a bit of butter in, get it all lay the sock like a thin piece of steak, one side, all you're doing is searing the edges, you don't want to cook them in.
Yeah, understood.
How did you know Aubrey?
But, well, me and Aubrey had been travelling together in Australia, and we were in Australia at the time. Did I tell you that?
No.
Oh, well, I just have.
That adds a new element to
Left
things.
in the frying pan, weren't
Yeah,
they?
overnight.
So who
Jill.
found them the next day?
The mother of the flatmate.
No way.
Yes, way.
Describe the crisis of the next day. The mother's there. She's come into the house. She's
Yeah, so
seen
we've
the
come-
charred socks in the frying pan.
Yes.
What happens next?
So we've come back late on New Year's Eve. Now New Year's Day, it's like 4 a.m. So I was still asleep, and it was Aubrey that got the grief off the mother.
I see.
What was she so cross about? Because
What was she so cross about? We fried her daughter's underwear. What do you think?
That's
But
what's not
you
underwear.
said
Socks is
socks.
not
You said
underwear.
socks.
Yeah, where I wear them.
Each to their own, pal. Each to their own. Each to their own.
So the mother gets cross with Aubrey
Yeah.
and says what?
She went, "Good day, Katie. How are you?" She's come in, and then she comes and she goes, "Ah, who's done that in me daughter's socks? I'm gonna go crazy." Oi, you, Aubrey, get yourself down here.
It's not bad. It's not a bad accent.
Kitchen. She She went, straight, mate. Who would fry a girl's socks? And then he said, look, we were a bit... And she went, don't you... And she went crazy at him.
Yeah.
She absolutely went crazy. She said, I'm going to report you to the owner of the house, she said, and I'm going to have you evicted.
Were you evicted? Did you have to leave
We
it?
weren't evicted. We were threatened with eviction.
Understood.
I think the landlord did then have a word. Aubrey was very much seen as the leader of the two of us. He's the kind of person, I mean, look at the different statures of the two of us. He can hold himself. Boy, can he hold himself. And...
Oh, stop.
You were told not to smile!
We need an answer. So, David,
Right,
Steve,
and let me pause
is
it there.
Aubrey-
This was an incredible story. I mean, the Australian accent, him going at Aubrey in the end, that was amazing. But do I believe it? No. Do I believe that the flatmate's mother would get so irate about the daughter's socks? No. She has about 100 pairs of socks. If it was my daughter and I saw someone frying her socks, would I care? Not really. I'd find it funny. And the thing that getting him to laugh at the end, it is good and it does add to the story. It's just, I don't think it's true. You guys probably know what I'm going to say. I think this is Steve. And yeah, there's pretty much no doubt in my mind. I'll be shocked if it's Sarah. A little bit shocked if it's Lee, but I am pretty sure it's Steve. Let's see who it is.
Steve's snail mate, Sarah's condiment saviour, or Lee's sock-sizzling sidekick?
This is a problem.
It is.
What's the problem?
Well, the problem is no one would keep a single snail as a pet. No one would follow someone 10 miles just to return some chutney. And Lee would fry some socks, but it's clearly not Lee. So,
come on, what's
Socks.
it? Socks.
Okay,
Socks.
we'll go for that.
In that case, Aubrey, would you please reveal your true identity?
I'm Aubrey, and Lee and I fried our housemate's socks.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. I was so sure it was Steve.
Aubrey is Lee's sock-sizzling sidekick, and proof is found in this.
Oh, that is amazing.
Was that ever some camp, glamorous young man? Thank you very much, Aubrey.
Absolutely incredible. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. And that's it. So, what are we going to make from that? Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your recommendation, that whole 08. I love this. I really did enjoy this one. I thought it was Steve just because of the way he told it. Lee's one was just completely crazy and an incredible story. And yeah, I'm going to consider frying some socks just to see how it goes. A bit of butter. But no, thank you guys very much for watching. If you've got any recommendations, leave them for me in the comments section. And yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Peace.